Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Good evening. The border city was in mourning today as one of Lloydminster's most dedicated service members was laid to rest. Many gathered to remember Fire Chief Todd Gustavson at his funeral this morning. Annika Notveit reports.
Fire Chief Todd Gustavson served on the department for 37 years. Those who knew him say he was a dedicated fire chief, an expert at his vocation, but even more than that, a key player in the community.
Absolutely. He's a huge member of the, not just the community, but the Lloydminster team that I call it, and the family of Lloydminster.
I used to teach him when I taught at the fire training school, and I've worked with him off and on over the years in his capacity as deputy chief and fire chief here in Lloydminster. The thing that sticks out in my mind about Todd is he was very genuine. You never had to guess where Todd was coming from.
Todd being an active member of our organization, he's well known in the provincial world of the fire service too. So.
Never there for himself. He was there to protect our city, the residents, the people of Lloydminster, and you've seen that every day in what he did and how he was.
From far and wide, many came to honor his life, and servicemen from neighboring provinces came to pay their respects to a well-known member.
Well, I think it says a lot about the fire service in general. It is a family, and when somebody in the family is impacted, then it impacts everybody. And certainly it also says a lot about Todd as an individual as well.
After years of action and leadership, he leaves a legacy behind, and also big shoes to fill.
Lloydminster is a unique place, and as a result of that has a really well-defined fire service, very professional in the what they do, and it's going to be a challenge.
Anytime you're having a down day, Todd could easily brighten it up just by walking in. He always had a kind word to say about everybody, and he really, really loved the community. He was passionate about the community.
Annika Notveit, Newcap News.
A 2-hour barricade incident with police on Wednesday has led to charges against a 25-year-old Lloydminster woman. After being notified about a suspect wanted on an outstanding warrant, RCMP were called out to a home on 50th Avenue and 56B Street around 6 that evening. The suspect then locked herself inside a bedroom and said she had a gun and would shoot anyone who entered. After confirming that there was a gun in the home, RCMP negotiated with the woman for more than 2 hours. When negotiations failed, police were forced to act and managed to arrest and take 25-year-old Carly Coswin into custody. During the arrest, several syringes, methamphetamine, and a shotgun were found in the room. Coswin is facing several charges, including possession of a weapon for dangerous purpose, uttering threats, and resisting arrest. And a 24-year-old man from Leask is facing charges after rolling his vehicle on Highway 26 yesterday, about 1.5 kilometers from Loon Lake. Police arrived on the scene around 5 p.m. where they were advised that the driver had run into the bush or along the road and was believed to be intoxicated. After a brief search, the driver was found about 300 meters from the crash. He was arrested and treated on scene. Well, from a small group to a registered society, Lloydminster Concerned Citizens for Seniors Care has been fighting to improve seniors' health care for nearly a decade. And for half of that, Linda Graham has been at the helm. Katie Hudson has more on her decision to step down as chair.
But I've been a lifetime advocate for seniors' care.
Linda Graham believes strongly in the mandate of the group, pushing for optimal care, dignity, and respect for seniors.
I guess I'm an underdog kind of gal. I think seniors' care has always taken a back seat to any other kind of care.
But now, Graham feels it's time to take a step back.
Sometimes in an organization, you just need fresh people with a fresh perspective. I'm a little frustrated in that we have studied healthcare to death. And particularly seniors cares, there's studies out there that still say we're under-resourced, understaffed, and yet nothing seems to get done.
The group is responsible for stopping the demolition of the Dr. Cook Center wings and one-on-one support for seniors trying to make their way through the healthcare process. Dr. Raf Saeed, a member since the start, says the group will discuss the open position for chair in the coming weeks.
We're going to throw it open to our membership to see which person there would be interested in taking on the mantle. It's a difficult job. We've been working hard for quite a while, and Linda has done a great job.
And as usual, the group will continue to do that difficult job.
Work done by both governments has identified that we are short of 44 spaces, and we would like to continue to push the two governments.
Meanwhile, Graham will have more time to volunteer with the Pioneer Lodge Wellness Program, but she'll still advocate with the people she's fought hard with for the past 5 years, just not as chair.
Sort of compare it to housework. It's never done. But that's the nature of advocacy for anything, I think, but healthcare in particular.
Katie Hudson, Newcap News.
Recent dry conditions are to blame as the County of Vermilion has issued a partial fire ban in the area. Incinerator and recreational fires are permitted but must be contained and supervised at all times. The county also asks that all materials are completely put out or disposed of in a burn-proof container. Well, Lakeland College is busy preparing for the next school year as the construction of their new Energy Center lab nears completion. Daryl Howell from Lakeland College says the school is excited about the new lab, which will be fully operational by June.
We will have an official opening in the fall sometime. We're trying to coordinate it with having some special guests here and whatnot, but we're shooting for probably sometime in September or October.
Howell says the lab will lower energy costs for the college and is generally quite efficient. They hope the new center will help put Lakeland on the map when it comes to power engineering.
We'll be able to take people to a higher certification level, and we'll also be able to put a lot more students through. We've had big waiting lists for this program for a number of years.
The Energy Center will be up and running for the fall semester. Well, it's going to be a beautiful weekend in the border city, and just in time, as there's lots of events going on. Heather Clagus has more in this week's edition of What's Happening.
Funny is the name of the game this weekend at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. Comedian Jerry D will be live on stage. You may know him from the TV show Mr. D on CKSA television. You may also have heard that he's a big sports guy. He's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so that's funny in itself sometimes. Guaranteed you'll be laughing if you head out to see him this Saturday night at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. If you're in the Marwayne area this weekend, you'll want to head out to the bull riding this Saturday night. The Cowboys are in town, the PBR, the 4th annual PBR in Marwayne. They start the night off with a beef on a bun for supper. Then they've got the main event, the PBR, that goes at 7. Then the Dirt Rich Band will be there playing all night long so you can dance the night away. Tickets for the event will be available at the door. You'll be able to dance the night away if you win a copy of this CD that we want to give you, Now 24. Some of your favorite songs to dance along to. It includes hits from Selena Gomez, Sam Smith is on this, Maroon 5 as well. If you want a copy, it's real easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. You never know what treasures you'll have a chance to find this weekend as the Border City Optimist Club hosts their annual Antiques and Collectible Show and Sale. It's on both Saturday and Sunday out at the Lloyd X grounds. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.